I'm going to preview the number 21 Baylor at UCF women's volleyball game, which will literally be played tomorrow, September 16th at 5 p.m. Central Time. On ESPN Plus, of course, it'll be live stats as well. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And Baylor's now 5-2 on the year. Both those losses were 3-2. The last game against number 11 Florida was a 3-2 loss. Just to go over real fast, 20-25, 25-22, 25-27. I will say, at the end of the third set, Bree did get hurt. So they had to play Emily Steadden in her place. And they obviously couldn't claim the third set. 25-22 in the fourth set. And the crazy thing is they were down 5 points during that set. And they came back to force the fifth. But the fifth, Baylor had an early lead. Then Florida tied it up. It was 5-all. And Florida just took over. I mean, 10 points out of 14 in favor of Florida, including a long hold by Florida on serving instead of receiving. Yeah, that didn't even work. 15-9. So, painful loss. But I will say, Bree Denny actually returned to the game during the fifth set. So that is good news that the injury was not that severe. So just to get that out of the way. Now UCF on the other hand, they're coming off of a loss as well. Surprisingly, they lost to Brown 3-1. And UCF overall is 7-2 on the year. Their last loss was Brown, like I said, 3-1. 20-25. 30-32, 25-17, and 16-25, Brown won that. I will say, though, they did play 3 games in 3 days, and this is going to be the 4th game in 5 days for them. The other wins are like Florida Atlantic University, 3-1, Arkansas State, 3-0, Florida International University, 3-1. They did lose to Miami, Florida, 3-0. The other wins are Stetson, UC Riverside, Norfolk State, all 3-0, and Chattanooga 3-1. But as you can tell, Baylor's been more battle tested. Though I'm not going to sleep on this UCF team, and this does start conference play early. It only made sense to go on the road to UCF after you go play Florida at Florida. That way you don't have to make a trip just to Florida at some different point during the year. Just to make that clear. And I'll put the stats for UCF in the description below so y'all can see it. As well as like the roster. So what are some players to keep an eye on? There's Abby Schomers, number 1. 6-foot setter, that is a junior. And number 1, yeah. 18 kills on 48 attempts with 4 attacking errors, 316 assists already. 5 service aces, 9 service errors, 1 receiving error, 59 digs, 16 blocks, 1 solo. That's it. Then there's Sarah Mendoza, number 2. A 5'7" libero, that's a freshman. 1 kill on 5 attempts with 1 attacking error, 5 assists, 5 service aces, 5 service errors, 25 digs. That's it. There's Sasha Cohen, number 3. 6'2" middle blocker. That is a redshirt sophomore. 75 kills on 140 attempts with 21 attacking errors, 1 service ace. 1 assist. No service aces. 1 service error. 14 digs. 22 blocks. 1 solo. 2 blocking errors. Now, the next player, I might as well just go like players I played at least 16 sets here, and that's Fallon Stewart, number 5. 6'3" outside hitter. That's a sophomore. 33 kills on 83 attempts on like with 15 attacking errors, 6 service aces, 7 service errors, 19 digs, 3 blocks, 1 of those solo, 2 blocking errors. The Sofia Kostovolos, Kotsovolos. Apologize if I butchered that. Number 7, 5'4" libero. That is a senior. No kills on 3 attempts with no attacking errors. 22 assists. 4 service aces, 11 service errors. 95 digs, most on the team, by the way, and that's it. There's Ella Chapman, number 8, and I do not know the injury stats for UCF. And by the way, on Kendall Murphy, she was still in street clothes, so I don't know when she's going to really return or anything like that. And you probably know that she had off-season shoulder surgery. She played only one set this year, and that was game number 1. She hasn't played since. Just want to give the heads up there. So we'll have to wait and see. Ella Chapman is a 6'4" mid blocker. That is a junior, number 8. 36 kills on 82 attempts with 5 attacking errors, 1 assist, 4 digs, 24 blocks, 5 solo, 2 blocking errors. There's Alexa Haley.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, apologize for the disruption, y'all, because of the device that I said her name when I did not mean to say her name. A 5'4" libero. That is a freshman. No kills on 2 attempts with no attacking errors. 8 assists, 20 out of 28 attempts. I did not mean to say the attempts there. 1 service ace, 4 service errors, 5 receiving errors, 43 digs. That's it. And there's Ava Armour, ARMOUR. Number 10, 6'5" outside hitter. That is a junior. $125 kills, which is the most on the team. On 303 attempts, 36 attacking errors, 4 assists, 11 service aces, 19 service errors, 5 receiving errors, 61 digs, 13 blocks, 0 solo, 1 blocking error. There's Reese Moore, number 11, 5'9" defensive specialist / libero. That's a freshman. No kills on 1 attempt with no attacking errors, 3 assists, 3 service aces, no assists, by the way. 3 service aces, 7 service errors, 3 receiving errors, 10 digs. That's it. There's Reagan Thompson, number 14. A 6-foot outside hitter. That is a senior. 64 kills on 127 attempts with 14 attacking errors, 1 assist, no service aces, no service errors, no receiving errors, 6 digs, 29 blocks, which is the most on the team, and 2 of those are solo and 1 blocking error. And the last player I'm really going to mention is Skylar English, number 18. That's 5'11" outside hitter. That is a 5th-year senior. 91 kills on 247 attempts with 30 attacking errors, 5 assists, 21 service aces, 23 service errors, 2 receiving errors, 77 digs, 9 blocks, 0 solo, and 1 blocking error. Whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct for this game. In particular, the service errors were so many from that last game. And the attacking errors, especially in that fifth set. And whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. Plain and simple. I know. You don't want to have like a illegal back row attack or a foot fault or a rotation error, because you don't want to give them like any free points like that. And same thing goes for service errors. You need to serve tough and be aggressive, yet you don't want to have so many errors either. Sometimes your best defense comes from your serving, and then you have your blocking has to step up as well and shut down the other team as much as possible and kind of see where they're going and then stop them. And obviously change your block, like hands blocking, just to make sure the ball is in. You got to make adjustments on the fly from set to set, and not just from set to set, but during those sets as well. And the best way to help your defense out sometimes is get the other team out of system and force like overpasses or free balls over. And obviously, if you do face a free ball, you got to take advantage of it offensively. Well, you don't want to have that happen, because if not, you have to just defend it really well and dig for every ball. You got to have good receiving to set up your passes in order to set up some kills, or either from the setter or from an outside hitter, opposite, or meta blocker. Doesn't really matter. Have some variety on offense, unless you could tell, hey, they're not stopping this person today. Keep attacking it. And use whatever happened last game as motivation going to this one. I'm dead serious. And if you really want to be a top 16 seed for the NCAA tournament, you have to not avoid bad losses, and this would be one of those, because let's be real, UCF's strength of schedule is not that great compared to Baylor. No offense, but it's still telling the truth. And they lost to Brown, an Ivy League. So and this would be a huge step in the right direction in terms of like winning a conference game on the road. And you got to try to take the crowd out of the game as much as possible and all this. And don't be intimidated by the home team. You got to be mentally tough. And I know there might be questionable calls, but if nothing else, you got to move on to the next play and make plays to win. And I know that you do have challenges, but you only get so many challenges. You don't want to hit like the antenna either, or have net violations, or cross through the middle of the court underneath. You don't want that to happen as well. But obviously, if they do it, and limit your attacking errors and get them some attacking errors. If they do attacking errors, it's on them. But you got to play a lot cleaner game than against Florida. And let's finish the road trip strong here. And I get this is your second game in 3 days, but I know at the same time, UCF is looking at it, hey, we got a ranked opportunity. We could start 1-0 in the Big 12. Let's not let that happen, Baylor. Let's go out there and give our best. And I definitely think they're going to improve from the last game. I mean, and both of those losses were like 3 sets of 2. So obviously, you not only have to start strong in those sets, but finish strong as well, and even during, and be really good on side outs, but on your serve and against the opposing serve, because you want the opposing serve side out percentage to be lower. Same thing goes for like the attacking, and you got to win the jousting as well in the air. So that's all I really gonna have to say about this game. I'm not gonna overlook them for Texas because it's a conference game, and Texas is number 2 in the country, by the way. This is a conference game, one game at a time, one play at a time. Because the last thing you need is to have a bad loss on your resume. Just go ahead and focus on this game and improve from the last. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers, close ultimate goal. is 1,000 more. So my money at this course live video comes really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it. Soon the video does help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. And it's literally played tomorrow, I know, but UCF is playing their 4th game in 5 days, folks. So you got to be mentally tough and going into this. Let's go out there, take care of business.